the three fighters with the most fighter spirit in the UFC right now, in my opinion. And when I say fighter spirit, I mean the grit. I mean the will to continue when you're tired, when you're hurt, you know, when you want to give up. There's a famous saying that tiredness makes a coward of all men. And Dricus Du Plessis is someone who we can always visually tell is very tired when it gets to round 3, because the guy's built like an Adonis, where he chucks volume like he's a bantamweight, you know. And even despite his opponents going to the body and going to the low kicks, trying to break him down, he never ever quits. He always bites down on his mouthpiece, you know. And even if you go back to his early fights in his career when he's been finished and stuff, I remember watching one of his fights in the regional scene in South Africa. He got put into a guillotine and it was very, very tight, and it put him out. He went to sleep. He didn't tap. He refused to tap. He's not the sort of fighter to ever give up on himself. And I think that's why he is the number one on this list, in my opinion. With a close second being Ilia Topuria, the Jai Herbert knockdown from the lead leg. That dazed him massively. That's the most adversity we've ever seen Ilia Topuria face in the UFC, and probably ever, you know. And he managed to recover from that by shooting a takedown and getting Jai Herbert down up against the fence and giving himself some time to come back a little bit, and went on to win that fight. But we've also seen him take flush elbows in the first round off Oliveira, go to war with Max Holloway, take unlimited amounts of bodywork off Max Holloway, and never look phased once. So that is a clear testament to being a very, very tough guy. And I think that time is going to just prove that even more and reinforce that Topuria is comprehensively the best fighter on this earth. And then Merab in third position. Not that it's, you know, any insult to make this list in third. Merab breaks everyone with his will and his card on his desire to win, like the Sandhagen fight, the Umar Nurmagomedov fight. Umar was doing well in the first couple of rounds, and after that he just couldn't keep up with the pace of Merab. You know, the O'Malley fights, the Peter Yan fights, even though he lost the second one, every single last minute of that fight he was trying to outwork Peter Yan. And so, yeah, these three fighters are just some of the toughest human beings on this planet. And obviously there's other fighters which you could probably put on this list, like Max Holloway himself, and even like Nate Diaz of the past, although Nate Diaz, you know, was finishable. But these guys are built different, man. So who else would you have on this list?